All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's NASCAR Thunder 2004 live stream. Is here today. We have another 6 points races for you, plus the All-Star race in the midst of this stream as we have our second episode for season 5 on for tonight. Trying to take back the points lead. We're sitting second in the standings right now behind Tony Stewart, who actually just won the most recent race of the season at Bristol. We are sitting at 4 wins on the year through the first 6 races, but that race at Rockingham in the second race of the year where we finished 40th, got in a wreck in the middle portion of the race, never really had top 15 speed. I don't know what happened in that race. I don't know why we were so slow. Any other race, we've been competing for the win from a speed standpoint with the 4 wins and then a second at Bristol as well. So let's try to kick this off with a bang here, try to get a win in this first race at Texas. Talladega should be a good race for us, of course, in the second race of the stream. This is the fourth consecutive race I've used the chassis, engine, and the body for the Speedway racetrack. So this is the same chassis, engine, and body we won with at um, Las Vegas, Atlanta, and Darlington. So trying to go 4 for 4 with this. Qualified 8th. I definitely think I could have qualified better. I'm surprised I actually did qualify top 10 because I got really tight in the middle of turns 3 and 4, and I tried to stay in the gas as long as I could until I couldn't, and lifted just in time to keep it off the wall. I actually got on the brakes a little bit, and that probably costed me a chance at the pole. But nonetheless, I think we'll have a pretty quick car. Let's get into this race, and hopefully we can have a good go. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content as we have this live commentary stream for you. Well, not live commentary stream, but we have this live stream for you guys here tonight. I can't wait. I think this is going to be a fun race, honestly. This Texas race. Got to get off and running early. We got to make sure that we don't make a major mistake, though, either. I know I have a really fast race car. Got to stay out of trouble. Got to capitalize and get these wins. Sitting at 30 career wins right now with the 4 on the season so far. And we had 20 last season, so obviously we are on very good pace. We get 4 wins each episode. We'll end up with 24 wins on the season, which would break what we had last year. So we're pacing pretty well for ourselves right now. And we only had 1 win to this point in the season last year, and we have 4 this year. But we're still not leading in points. That's the crazy thing. Tony Stewart's finished in the top 10 in every race so far this year, and that is why he is the points leader, and I'm not. I think he also has 1 more top 5 than us. So, no, we have the same amount of top 5s. Same amount of top 5s, but he has 1 more top 10. Texas, Talladega, Martinsville will be the first 3 races of the stream. And then we go to Auto Club, Richmond, Charlotte for the All-Star race in the 600. I have not won at Charlotte yet. I'd love to win the 600 and the All-Star race, so that would be something to race for. I have won at Texas, so we've already gotten this trophy trying to win back-to-back Texas races. This was our second win of the season last year. And the site of when we went back-to-back for the first time in our career was last season when we won Texas and Talladega. Trying to go for a grandfather clock at Martinsville. That's going to be huge. Haven't won the spring race there before, so that'd be a fun race to win if we can pull it off. We should have a fresh short track chassis and engine, body, all that good stuff. Freshly overhauled equipment at least. But yeah, I qualified on the pole and won this race last season, so not qualifying on the pole does scare me a little bit. Again, we've used this chassis, engine, and body now for 4 races in a row, at least with the Speedway, so it's definitely got a little bit of use to it. Pretty good launch off the start. Got down in front of Kurt Busch. Quick block on Matt Kenseth. And then back to the bottom in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Kurt Busch slid up in front of Matt Kenseth. So we gained 1 spot right out of the start through 1 and 2. So that was pretty good. Especially for starting on the outside lane. Very rarely I can actually gain spots off the start. Whoa, boy. Look out, look out, look out. Yeah, we're wrecking. We're wrecking. Caution is out. Dale Jr.'s upside down. He's coming back across the track. We're still wrecking. Look out, Matt Kenseth. What was that? Michael Waltrip hit the wall off turn 4. I didn't have anywhere to go. Oh, my goodness. That's a terrible start to this race. We're still in 7th. I don't know how I was up in the air, but I don't think I flipped. I think I just kind of came back down on all 4. Massive pile up back there. Wow. Wild start at Texas. My gosh. It all started when Waltrip got loose off turn 4. He hit the wall, and then he wrecked into Johnny Benz. Jr. just flew across Johnny Benz's car. Both the roofs touched each other. Then he gets drilled by Bobby Labonte, and he's sliding upside down into turn 1. I came up off the ground, and then when then Kenseth was sliding through the grass and came back up and hit Benson again. Oh my goodness. Well, there goes our chance to win Texas. I said we had to stay out of trouble early. The problem is it was not my fault. I had nowhere to go. They were side by side and they both wrecked in front of me. I didn't have any time. And then obviously Junior ended up getting hit by somebody else behind me. We're still in it though. We didn't DNF. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of damage. That was a hellacious crash. What was that? Dang, it sucks I couldn't miss it. We're probably going to get quite a few debris cautions. I couldn't pit for fuel or tires being involved in the incident, and our car's going to be just slow now. No chance we're going to win this thing. I don't even know who's leading. Wow. Well, I was hoping to take the points lead back in this stream. I don't know after that. I don't know where Tony Stewart's at. Nobody DNF from that. How is Dale Jr. still in this race? Dale Jr. had the worst crash in Texas Motor Speedway history, or at least right up there with David Rudimann's wreck in 2008 qualifying. It was pretty close. Those were both pretty scary, but how the heck is he still in this race? There's no way we're not going to have debris cautions. Dang. This car is shoving tight with all the damage. I just had nowhere to go. I mean, that's the byproduct of not qualifying on the pole. We've got debris somewhere. I saw it. It was laying on the white line in the middle of 3 and 4. So there's a debris caution. Set us up for another restart. I did get 4 spots off the restart that time, but wow, what a wild start to this stream. Keegan McPants, Billy Kramer, thanks for tuning in tonight. I don't even know. Yeah, Dale Jr. had the debris. No surprise. I don't even know how he's still in the race. Look at how beat up that race car is. My car is beat up. His is destroyed. I mean, he flipped multiple times and he's still in the race. Try not to lose any spots getting up to speed. It's probably going to take me even longer getting up to speed with the damage, too. I mean, we're just overall slow with that wreck. Oh, contact on the outside lane off turn 2. That allowed me to pick up quite a few spots. I'm sorry. That was my fault. Driving over aggressively, trying to get all these spots back I can. Trying to salvage as good of a finish as I can get. Definitely not going to be easy. I don't think the debris cautions are done yet either. There are so many cars that had significant impacts from that wreck. I mean, obviously Dale Jr. had a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if Dale Jr. sheds more debris. This car's so tight. I wonder if I get clean air, if it'll be a little bit better. But then again, when we were racing back to the line, I had clean air, and it was still shoving. It's amazing to me that this thing still got even decent speed. Testament to the durability of this race car, let me tell you. Got that grip strip going into turn 1, which definitely helps me. Try to grip the bottom. And we're back into the top half of the field. We still got 20 to go. I mean, we've got a lot of time left in this race. We've got cars pitting. Quite a few of them pitting. I'm scared to short pit in case we get another debris caution, to be completely honest. Oh, yeah, that hit into the wall wasn't great. I wonder if there's a chance I take right sides only. With the caution laps, I wonder. Oh man, Kenny Walsh trying to crowd me late there. Just got underneath him. I didn't lift any either. Flatlined it way too deep, getting into 3. I don't know. I mean, we ran probably 6 or 7 caution laps, maybe more. Anywhere between 6 to 8 caution laps have been ran in this race. That's an aggressive line. I don't even know how I didn't get loose clipping the apron there. That was a bit of a corner that time. Feels like these cars right around me are going to pit. That's why I drifted to the outside. I'm going to try taking right sides only. By Mark Martin. I'd like for all these 3 cars in front of me to pit before I do. Try to get a lap lead, if possible. And Dale Jr.'s pitting. I like that he's a rival after that wreck. Even though I didn't even cause it. Tony Stewart's leading this race, which is not good for us. I know it's very early in the season, but not good that he's the one leading all these laps. I haven't even led yet. It's amazing we still have the speed we do. We didn't flip, but we were airborne. Kurt up to second. It's Tony Stewart. I'd like to stay out one more lap. Oh, Stewart with a block. I'm there, Tony. He might have tried to pit that time, but he's not going to be able to get down with me getting underneath him. Okay, so that's going to be 5 bonus points. We're going to lead our first lap of the race. Really wanted to lead that lap. It's just all those cars that short pitted, how much more time are they getting on us? Definitely taking right side zone. I'm going to stay out one more lap. Oh, I had to lift off turn 4 to keep it off the wall. 11 to go. We'll pit this time by. We go right sides only. Should loosen the car up a little bit, I would imagine. Coming in, don't speed. All right, we did not speed, right sides only, not going to repair any more damage. Where will we cycle, taking right sides only? We have 10 laps to go. At a 22-second lead at the line. Come on, guys, quick stop, let's go. I think we can get a top 10 finish out of this still. I just don't know that they're going to be able to get all the way back up to the front. Well, we'll get. Oh, nice. 9.6 second stop. Pretty quick, pretty quick. Get back on the racetrack. Trying to slow down Ryan Newman. Holy crap, we're back in the lead at Texas. My car's damaged, and I took right sides only, so I don't know that I'm going to be able to hold Newman off for 10 laps, but I'm going to try. Nine to go. Got up to speed pretty nicely. I just don't know that the left sides are going to hold on all the way to the end. This thing's tight. It is very tight. If we win this thing, oh my God, what a call. What a call if these left side tires make it all the way to the end. It's only because of how many caution laps we ran. I thought we were going to see more debris cautions, but we didn't. Oh man, a little wall scrape. It is just so tight right now. We're pulling Newman. I don't know that we're going to be able to pull some of those other guys. Dale Jr.'s in third. He flipped, and not only he's in the race, but he's still in the top 5. That left front's probably going to be in the red before the end of this thing. No doubt in my mind. He's got to be patient getting back to the gas mid-corner speed. Newman's been trying the outside. It's not working for him. Dale Jr. was 2/10 quicker than us that last lap, but we are pulling Ryan Newman. I don't know how, but we are. Tony Stewart was the guy that was leading all those laps earlier. Drove it way too deep there. I'm not racing the 12 car anymore. I'm racing everybody else behind him, and hopefully he holds whoever else is coming back through this pack. Dale Jr. and I had equal speed that last lap, lap time wise. That's 6 laps to go. A bold strategy call. It's going to allow us to get a better finish, even if we don't win this race. We're definitely going to get a better finish out of it than what we were going to. I don't know that we were even going to get a top 10. I think I only made it back up to like 23rd before the pit stop started again. Old Dale Jr. I mean, Tony Stewart's 3.5 seconds back, and he's got a couple more cars he's got to pass yet. I don't think he's going to get to us. Honestly, I think we've won this race as long as it stays green. Don't call it a comeback. We're definitely going to have to get this thing overhauled before we go to Auto Club, but my goodness. Got a 2.1 second lead. I just can't believe that worked. I'm glad I tried it. I barely got ahead of Ryan Newman, too. Who's to say if I was in dirty air if this thing would, he'd probably be handling even worse. It's shoving, but it's drivable. Three to go. 2.7. Stewart's caught Dale Jr. What a rebound race for V and Dale Jr. Shouldn't have to worry about lap traffic. That's why you never quit. This is exactly why you never quit. Credit to my fabricator and the chassis builder for building a durable race car that we not only didn't DNF, but we kept enough speed in it to still hold these guys off, taking right sides. I mean, we're pulling them on very old left side tires, very worn out lefts. It's still handling relatively well. We've got one more lap. Tony Stewart's up to second, but he's 3.8 off the lead. We've got huge lead on the final lap. It's the only way to beat Tony Stewart. He pitted a lap before me, too, but right side's only won us the race. Let's go. This has to be one of the more impressive wins we've had on the career mode. Let's go. Back to back at Texas. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. And Stewart was quicker than us by a couple tenths a lap. It just took him too long to get through the field. This thing is torn to pieces. How I didn't DNF, how Dale Jr. didn't DNF and still got a top 5 is beyond me. He definitely didn't deserve to make it through the race, but he was kind of an innocent bystander and all that. It was his teammate, Michael Waltrip, who caused the incident. He had Johnny Benson making contact after Waltrip got loose, hit the wall. What a comeback. What a burnout. I mean, everything's trash with this race car, so I'm burning it until she blows up at this point. What a burnout. What a burnout. Yeah! That might be my best burnout of the curb mode. Look at that. Can't even see it. What a win. Career win number 31, 5th of the season. Tony Stewart's still going to have the points lead over us, but man, that was impressive. He probably led the most laps, too. Well, somebody else led the most laps. It definitely wasn't me. I only led about the last 12. Plus, somebody else was ahead of Stewart right before the pit stops, and Tony just stayed out long enough to lead a couple of them. We'll find out. All my wins, I have led the most laps. Get to fire off the guns in victory lane. They don't do that in the game. It's probably because it's ready to eat for everybody. I mean, I saw it in the third period, but not that there was really much that happened there. I mean, there was a fight, I guess, but yeah, Ryan Newman led the most by just 3 laps, though. It wasn't by much, but strategy win is a win. And we're probably going to have another strategy win coming up here at Talladega, more than likely. Hopefully we stay green in this race and we don't have any shenanigans. And the Aaron's 499. So here we go, trying to go for 6 wins in a row at Talladega. Can we win 6 in a row at Dega? I think we can. Stewart's leading by 13 points. Bobby Labonte third. Joe Gibbs Racing sandwich at the front of the point standings. All right. Got one more race before we can overhaul anything. We'll have the new equipment. Yeah, we'll have the new Speedway equipment, like the actual builds, ready for Auto Club, and I have not won there before, so that will be huge because this car was absolutely demolished after that race was over. All right. Not to mention, I finished it off in the victory celebration. Got a Super Speedway chassis, engine, and body. This is going to give us a 79 overall race car. Tied for our best. And we'll qualify at Dega. Definitely have to watch the Red Wings game tomorrow night playing the Penguins. That should be a good one. GNT. All right, 28th on lap one. Only qualified on the Talladega once, and that was in the most recent race here. I haven't qualified on the pole at Daytona yet. Definitely want to stay ahead. We haven't seen a caution in the last three Talladega races. This was a race that we had seen cautions pretty regularly at. Mainly the fall race, though, not so much in the spring race. But definitely the fall race seeing some cautions. Talladega, let's go. That's a sponsor bonus. Third pole of the season. Let's go. Actually, it might be the fourth pole. Tony Stewart qualified second, so that's a big time pole for us. Let's go. Want to lead them all. Definitely don't want Tony Stewart to lead any. Tight battle for the championship 7 races in. Him finishing second, I wonder when he's not going to finish in the top 10 for the first time. Well, leader of lap 1. Whoa, boy. Waltrip up the middle, 3-1. What a move by Michael Waltrip. 3 wide up the middle to get the second. I almost turned myself off Gordon's front bumper. I never made contact with him, but it was close. He almost split me 3 wide off turn 4. There's Mikey. See if Waltrip's going to lead. Got another run into the tri-oval. And nope, I led that lap. All right. So I've led the first 3, got back around him. Waltrip did not get any bonus points there. He was one of the faster cars in the Daytona 500, so probably going to be a contender this whole race. These guys are backing up to get a pretty big run. He's got a mirror drive. Really pulled him going through the tri-oval there. Stewart the second. He's got a big run. I got so far out ahead of this pack. Block him high. Block him low. Racing like every lap's the last one. Especially with Stewart right there. Really don't want him to lead. Him qualifying second, you know he's got a really good car. Oops. Their first comers onto pit road that last time by. We're in our window to make it to the end from here. Is Tony pitting? Yes, he is. All right. Tony's pitting. That led me into the pits, too. Gonna go right sides only. Well, somebody stayed out to lead a lap. Didn't seem like it was anybody important. Alright, so rights this time. We'll take lefts the next. We'll slow out of the box there, but that's okay. We are A-OK. 41 car, Casey Mears stayed out. Got the lead a lap. Definitely going to have a massive lead right now. We'll get back to the lead at the line this time. Casey Mears just led that one lap. Stewart finishes second without leading a lap. I should be able to take the points lead then. He's in third right now. Halfway home at the line. Somebody slow on the backstretch just blew an engine. Give myself some extra clearance going into turn 3. Get to see who it is. 57 car. 57's blowing up. So our next scheduled stop will be lap 12. Again, it will be lefts only. Back-to-back wins, and then we try to get that grandfather clock in Martinsville. Trying to get another trophy for winning our first ever Martinsville spring race. Go back-to-back again this season. At 3 in a row, and cap this off. Try to go for 3 in a row at Martinsville again, too. So we're back into P2 again. This would be the third consecutive race we've finished 1-2. Finished 1-2 at Bristol. He won that race. 1-2 at Texas. I won that race. That would be wild. Just got to remember, his championship season, he had 31 top 10, so there's that. I had 31 last season, too. That seems to be about the magic number to win a title. Right now, he's one up on me for this moment in the year. Definitely leading more laps, which definitely helps. We both only have 5 bonus points last race, but this race I've got 10 already, and he doesn't have any to this point. We'll see if he stays out this time, because I'm definitely going to be pitting. If he stays out to lead that one extra lap, I might stay out one more just to be safe. No, I'm not. I'm not going to risk it. I don't want to risk running out of gas. It ain't worth it. Definitely within the window to be able to make it to the end. So I'll pick this time. We'll take our left sides. So taking on lefts. Yeah, he just stayed out. I had a feeling that he was going to try to do that. So Tony Stewart is going to lead his first lap, I do believe. I think I saw him stay out. I didn't see him on pit road back behind me at all. Stayed out just enough to get that one lap lead. And Dale Jr.'s way at the back. What's he doing back there? Stewart just behind Gordon right now. Race leader's out of gas, it looks like. I think Casey Mears tried to go an extra lap again. He just ran out of fuel in the middle of 3 and 4. See it on the track map. Hopefully he can get to pit road. He's just making his way off turn 4. He definitely ended up running out of gas, but I think he's going to be able to creep in, so he should stay green. Hopefully he gets into the pits. It looks like he is in the pit lane right now. All right, well, we're back in the lead. 4 to go at the line. But then Casey Mears did get to pit road. He already had his bonus points. I don't know why he tried to go as far as... I mean, I guess that's about as far as he went the first... No, he only went 1 lap further than this first time. He tried to go 2 laps. For whatever reason. Three more. Hopefully Gordon holds Stewart off for second. Should have the points lead regardless. Well, no, because Tony Stewart led a lap. Yeah. So basically, if Tony Stewart finishes second, he should still have a 3-point lead. We'll only gain 10 points on him, assuming he did lead a lap because I think he led one. So not really anything I could have done. I could have tried to stay out an extra lap, but then I would have risked running out of gas. I usually split this race up 6, 6, and 6, and I didn't want to try to go 7 on that second one, run out of gas, take us out of a shot to win just because we were trying to make him not lead a lap. Just run our own race. We knew we were going to get the win as long as we didn't get a caution, and that's going to be exactly the case. Ivor, thanks for tuning in. So we'll take the points lead if Tony Stewart finishes third. I'm back. If Stewart finishes second, then he's still going to have a 3-point lead going into Martinsville. I've not won the spring race at Martinsville yet before. Actually, DNF'd in that race last season. I have newly overhauled equipment for the paper clip. That auto club, my best finish there is 10th. So hopefully we have decent speed in that race. I'd like to win there for the first time. Oh, white flag. Gordon's still in second for now. Hopefully he holds on for one more lap. Gonna lead all but like 3 or 4 laps in this one. I think all but 3 laps. 15 of 18. All right, there we go. Back-to-back wins. Number 6 on the season. Let's go. Let's go. Six consecutive wins at Talladega. I get pumped with every single win. I'm not going to say you never know when it's going to be your last because this ain't our last. We're going to win many more where this came from. It's just to get to 200, it's going to be a tough task. Especially if we show up every season, like we did at Rockingham. It just goes to show it's like even races where you think that you're going to be a shoo-in going in, you just don't run good at all. Like that's going to happen. Then you're going to also have races like Texas where we had race winning speed. We did win, but we had to go through some obstacles to get there. It wasn't a clean race. Usually we don't gut those kinds of races out to get, good finishes, let alone a win. So that was massive for us. All right, so I'm either going to be up by 2 points or Tony Stewart is going to be up by 3, but I'm pretty sure with him finishing third that we're going to have a 2-point lead going into Martinsville. So taking back the points lead for the first time since winning the Daytona 500. Into the garage. Definitely going to have to overhaul this Speedway equipment. So we're going to overhaul the Speedway chassis, Speedway engine that we wrecked. and that Speedway Rock. We'll have one more race before we can build. 2 more races on the shop edition. Yep, 2-point lead. Did my math correctly. Johnson's up to third now. Bobby Labonte fell from third to sixth. Points in one race. Pretty tight right now. Third through like, jeez. Through like everywhere, basically. Just a 2-driver runaway right now. And Tony Stewart has had an insane season. Got 4 poles, 6 wins. Tony Stewart's only got 1 win, but he's got the same amount of top 5s as us and 1 more top 10. He's literally finishing the top 10 in the first 8 races of the season. Try to get our first grandfather clock and our second career win at Martinsville. So apparently we didn't get the clock for the fall race win, so I guess it must be the spring race. I want that grandfather clock badly. We've got an 80 overall race car for the first time in the career mode. Hopefully it's going to be enough to finally win the spring Martinsville race. I ran second for most of this race to Dale Jr. last season. Then I ended up DNFing on the last lap and finished 13th because that was all the cars that were still on the lead lap at that point. Should get a caution. I mean, we always get a caution at Martinsville at some point. Oh, we got the quick pull. Not going to waste any time here. Fastest lap ever at Martinsville. 18 point, what was that, 5:42? Crazy. All right, so that's a good start. We're on the pole for the 5th time this season. 22 poles is going to be tough to beat. I know I've got 5 in the first 9, but it's still going to be tough to beat. I mean, we're on pace to try to break Richard Petty's record for the most wins in a single season. We got to win all but 8 races. Like that. He had 55 races to get to 27 wins. So for me to get 28 to break that, I got to do that in a 36 race season. We've lost 2 of them so far. Big comeback win at Texas, trying to keep that hope alive. 6 of the first 8 races, but we're only ahead by 2 points. What? Top 10 in all but 1 race. Tony Stewart, top 10 in every race. And the same amount of top 5s, too. Which is absolutely insane. All right, well, Dale Jr. qualified second. He was the guy that won this race last season. I want my first grandfather clock. Let's go. Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon behind us. I feel like there's a fantasy driver that qualifies in the top 10 like every other race. They don't finish there usually. Wow, average 102.125. 18.542, that was like Chastain's wall ride lap. Didn't he run like an 18.1 or an 18.2, something like that? I wasn't that far off of it. I didn't even have to wall ride. I've tried doing that. Sometimes I make it through the corner and sometimes I don't. Sometimes it blows up. Red Wolf 1, thanks for tuning in. Did I move to another place? I've been living here since May. I just didn't have my camera on when doing these video game streams up until probably a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, somewhere around there. Oh my god. I messed that up. Johnny Benson's a minus 100 off of that. I just drove it straight into the inside wall. Dale Jr.'s not even going to lead the first lap. Kurt Busch is from third. How did he get it? I want to know how so many cars got around me. I could see why the outside lane would have gotten around me after that, but 3-1 Martinsville. Hang on, Gordon and Harvick making contact. We're all clear. Back into P3. Can't believe I drove it in to the inside wall off the start like that. Holy! That seemed like a minus 50 hit. I'll give him that. I just used Dale Jr. as my brakes accidentally there. I didn't slow down until I hit him. I came from a long ways back to hit him, too. It's not going to make this easy now. Definitely seem to be a little better in 3 and 4 than Dale Jr., but 1 and 2 pretty equal. All right, Dale. Do this the easy way or the hard way. I didn't mean to hit you that first time, but they're holding me up now. Well, I hit him off the exit of the corner and just pushed him further away from me that time. Tried to move him that time. Surprised he's still at a minus 50. He's not going to hit me. I get alongside of him. At least not yet. We're just so equal with each other. It's just like last season. Only he beat me last year. And so far he's beating me in this one. Problem is Kurt Busch is beating both of us. He's kind of pulling away from us just a little bit. Not by much. Trying to arc the corner entry off just a little bit more. There we go. Looked like he let us go once I got underneath him finally. Kurt's about to get into lap traffic. Sucks qualifying on the pole and not leading any of the first 11 laps. Oh! Jeez. Sorry. I thought I was underneath him. I guess not. I am damaging the front bumper of this race car quite a bit right now. It's not the red. It's in the yellow on the damage indicator. 3 wide under the lap traffic and Kurt Busch. Oh, the lapper ran right into me. Brett kind of shot me up off turn 4, finally led a lap. Actually kind of helped me a little bit. It's weird that he hit me, but Kurt Busch didn't. Oh. I didn't think we were 3 wide at first there. Well, we were. I think we've got the fastest car on the long run. We just gotta capitalize off of this. We usually get a caution here, so Definitely ready for staying out as long as I can. Whoa! Looked like he kind of got loose in, to be completely honest. Looked like his rear tires kind of slid out from underneath him when I was clearly under him. I hit into the wall, didn't feel very good. I noticed the car is definitely tightening up. Sure, whatever damage I have on it right now isn't helping the turn. Making it a lot harder to pass some of these lap cars with how tight the car is getting. Come on. Dang it. I got loose driving all the way down there. It's getting blocked by the 9. Ashton Lewis. $20 complete, 30 to go. Probably going to start seeing cars pit pretty soon. Never have a fast pit stop, but gotta hope we have a fast pit stop trying to cycle out in front. Whether we have to pit under green or under caution. Yeah, we usually get a yellow. I can't even remember the last time, if any races at Martinsville we've had where we went caution free. I don't honestly remember us having one. We could have. I mean, this is so many seasons in. Might have had one at some point. Quite a few cars on pit road. A lot of traffic clearing out. A lot of cars on pit road. Jeez, Elliott. Oh, boy. Jesus. He was asking for contact. Halfway. That right front fender's in the red right now. Not just the tire, but the actual fender itself. I'm definitely going to want to repair damage. And I've got to be careful making contact with the right front until I pit. So I don't blow an engine, because we've obviously got a good chance to win this thing. Ricky Craven on my outside. I think somebody... Oh, gosh. Who was that? And why are you running into me? That car, Winston Kelly. Trying to move me out of the way. I remember I have gotten trapped a lap down. I don't know if it was here at Bristol I had to pit for fuel because I couldn't make it that much further. Contact with Jeremy Mayfield. 30 coming into pit. I don't know how much more fuel we have left in it. Not much. I'm going to pit this time by. Caution. Oh, no! Oh! He wrecked my you-know-what right there. Who hooked me? Somebody hooked me as soon as the caution came out. Luckily, the caution was not on me. Thank the heavens. Who the heck turned me going into one? Yellow flag's out. Wreck the leader in front of you so you can get your lap back. All right. Come on, boys. Quick stop. Luckily, I didn't DNF off that because that right front was pretty soft at that time. There were like 3 cars on the lead lap when that caution came out. There were not many cars on the lead lap. There's like 3 cars on the lead lap. And we're going to have less than 20 to go. I was about to pit that time, too. NASCAR Thunder 04 is still hard game on Legend. Oh, for sure. We only have 1 winner first 2 seasons of the career mode. It's 6 career wins for our first 3 seasons. All right. Green, green, green. We're in 4th. Of course, Dale Jr.'s leading. He is a rival. Some of that is from the... Oh, he's holding up that outside, though. 16 to go. Come on. Tony got really loose getting into 3 there. Great drive off. We've got 15 laps to get by Dale Jr. I don't want to waste any time. Banging into the side of him. I don't care. I'm winning this race. I have not won at Martinsville yet. I'd like to. I'm glad the caution came out when it did. If it would have came out a lap later, we would have gotten trapped a lap down. I still don't know who right hooked me. Anybody see who that was that hooked me when the caution came out for Fittipaldi coming out of the pits? There's a red car of some sort. I know it wasn't Dale Jr. But somebody was a lap down that did that just to get their lap back. I would not be shocked if it was Kurt Busch, considering he is on the lead lap, because I thought there was only 3 cars on the lead lap. Or whoever wrecked me, that other car would have been like just behind. I don't know. With the inside wall again. That's the second time I've done that. Ten to go. 1.7 seconds ahead of Kurt Busch. I don't see myself losing this thing. Now, all in all, I'm not really that much faster than Kurt right now. He was leading early. Here's who we took the lead away from pretty early in the race. 2.4 ahead of him, catching lap traffic. Oh my gosh, why are you brake checking middle of the back straightaway? Seven to go. Just give me room. Please and thank you. I don't know who this guy is in front of me, but he keeps blocking me on the straightaways. It's Jeff Bodine. Move, Jeff. Oh, whoa! You're holding me up. I'm sorry. And Kurt Busch is like right behind us too. Oh, I gotta take it 3. Oh, of course, Brett Bodine split. Oh, yikes! I thought he was gonna try to right hook me there. I wonder if it was Jeremy Mayfield that wrecked me earlier. 2 to go. 1.6 ahead of Kurt Busch. I think we've got this thing won. 1.8 seconds ahead. Final lap. Let's go. One more turn, and we're going to win our first grandfather clock. That's an awesome win. I love this track. It's good to finally win the Spring Martinsville race. Let's go. Yeah! Trying to figure out how to do like a... It's not quite the smoke I want. Oh well, it's good enough. Wasn't exactly what I was trying to do, victory burnout wise. You guys can probably see what I was trying to do. I was just trying to pin it up against the car, but the smoke is coming out of the engine and not the rear tires for whatever reason. All right, well, we won the first 3 races of the stream, so that's good. And we're going to get a grandfather clock. New trophy to the trophy case. And let's try to win at the California Speedway. Haven't won at that racetrack yet. We only race there once a season. That's our next race. And we'll have a new build for the engine, chassis, and the body for that race. So that might be enough to get it done. So they give us that trophy, but we should get the grandfather clock, I'd imagine, too. Because I haven't won the Spring Martinsville race, and we didn't get it after the fall race there. 17.2 million right now in the bank. We still got one more race before we can purchase the next shop edition. So California Speedway up next. We'll increase that points lead out a little bit. I didn't see where Tony Stewart finished. I know it wasn't top 5. Wonder if that was the first race he didn't finish in the top 10. He definitely got trapped a lap down. I caution. Less than 20 to go. Very late into the pit cycle. Michael Turner, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I definitely wish I could have been there. It was a good race this last weekend, too. Second closest finish in Las Vegas history. Definitely a good race. All right, so we could sell. Gonna sell off the super speedway stuff. We're gonna get another build going. So we'll sell that. We'll get a new build. 9 races. Might as well just get a short track. Probably another speedway. Let's go with another speedway build. More race in the shop edition. And we'll take this new equipment to California and try to get our first win at that racetrack in our career. We have top 10 speed here when we come, but that's about it. I mean, we finished 10th last season, and that was our best finish at this racetrack. It should be our best overall car. Yeah, 83 overall race car. Wow. Our best before that was an 80, which was at Martinsville, the last race. So we got 83 car rating. That might be enough to get it done. I mean, here in Michigan, man, I don't have race winning speed. I'm a little worse here than what I am at Michigan. Michigan, I think I finished 3rd and 6th in both races there last season, but yeah, 10th is my best finish here. We only get one shot at California every season, too. Green, green, green. This first lap isn't going to be the one, but we got to make sure we get through 3 and 4 really well so we can set ourselves up for lap 2. What kind of speed I'm going to top out at? 82 engine power. It was like 193 there by the time I got off the corner. 206 on the back stretch. We're going to be way quicker on the front stretch. Definitely got through 3 and 4 really well. 186, 183 to 186. 11th on lap 1. Not even in the draft. We're going to hit 208 before I got into the braking zone for turn 1. Not bad. I felt like I carried a lot of mid-corner speed there. Got the brakes a couple times, just kind of set the race car, get back in gas as soon as I can. Carry a lot of speed off turn 4. Cut it down to the apron. Pole 36.479. Please give me the win. Now I did qualify on the pole at Michigan in the second race there last year. I still finished 6th, so we'll see. Hopefully it's enough to finally win at this racetrack. I've not won at California Speedway yet. This could be big. One of the few tracks I haven't won at all yet. Honestly, here, Bristol, Michigan, I think those are the only tracks I haven't won at, to be completely honest. Well, Charlotte. I haven't won at Charlotte yet either. I think those are the only 4 tracks I have not won a single race at. Fortunately for Bristol, I'm not going to get the Food City 500 trophy yet. I did win at Rockingham in the fall race, but not the spring race this season. That's another trophy next year I'm going to have to try to go for. Hopefully, third on the pole is going to be good enough. We'll have to see. I don't think this is going to be a very easy race. Not unless we start pulling away, am I going to believe that this is going to be an easy race. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is what we're going to have for the All-Star race and the 600. I don't think we're going to have anything else ready to go before then. Well, we are over. I think we're overhauling some speedway equipment. Actually, we might be able to use whatever we're overhauling. Although this could be better than that. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess, when the time comes. Got another McDonald's car starting top 10. I saw one of the fantasy drivers. 197.374 was my pole time. Crazy. 36.479. That's a fast pace. We only got an 83 overall car. I wonder if we can get to like a 99 overall car. I wonder if we could break a 200 lap barrier for qualifying here. All right. See what we got. Yeah, Newman took off a little bit better than me. I was afraid of that. I was trying to side draft him, expecting him to get a launch, and he definitely got the launch. Lost 3 positions just like that. All right, well, try to get him back. Look out, Jimmy. Couldn't have crowded me anymore. Who's angry with me? Newman leading lap 1. Get that cut. Get the cut underneath him. Let's go. Break that draft a little bit. There's the 5 bonus points. We definitely got speed. Tell you what, those RPMs are cranking though. Wasn't a great corner. Played Madden 23. I've been playing a little bit of Madden 06 over the last couple of weeks on my PS2. Been carrying just a little bit too much mid-corner speed. Turns 1 and 2 in particular. Only 7 seconds ahead of Ryan Newman. have an absolutely massive lead. Burping the throttle a little early, getting into one that time. I just really don't want to blow an engine. I remember doing that at Michigan. I don't think I really ever had to worry about it at Auto Club, but I definitely remember blowing an engine at Michigan on this game before. Not obviously, with you guys watching, but the first time I ever tried this curve mode, I definitely remember that. So now that we are really quick, maybe back out of the gas a little bit more, getting into turn one. So we're not maxing the RPMs out for an extremely long time. Yeah, I won the Super Bowl my first two seasons playing a franchise mode on there. I went 14-2 both seasons in the regular season. I haven't gone undefeated yet. I always lose a couple games. I want to say I'm 1-0 in my third season right now. I did lose. I was like 1-2-1 in the preseason though. I was 4-0 in the preseason the first two times I played. So yeah, my team is not quite as good. I don't think this time around. So it might be a little harder for me to try to go for 3 Super Bowls in a row. But I'll see. See what I can do. All right, so we're gonna plan on splitting this in half. And I'm gonna pit right at lap 13. It's a big enough racetrack. Shouldn't have to worry about going a lap down. .1 second lead. Yeah, I haven't scored over 50 points much. And Brett Favre that first season, but then he retired after that first year. So I've had Rodgers since, but he was a rookie when that game came out. So it's not like I'm playing with Aaron Rodgers we know of. So I think his overall was like an 80. Definitely doesn't have the arm strength he should. So I've been trying to develop him. Still won the Super Bowl with him in that first season. It's just play some of those tougher teams. I think I lost to Philly, and they had a really good team. That was when they had McNabb and T.O. Westbrook. Screw it. I'm just going to stay out as long as I can now. I mean, car's handling all right. I think the engine should hold up perfectly fine, too. I think the chassis tire grip was an 87 overall coming into this race. Go one more lap and then we'll pit. Only have 8 laps left when we make our way off of pit road. I think I'm the last car that still has to pit yet. They had about, what, 6.1 second lead for the pit stops even started. I mean, I have clean air, so I mean, I haven't really felt any sort of need of urgency to pit. Still have a pretty decent pace. Now the right rear's in the red, so starting to slide a little more through 3 and 4 there, but just got to make sure we don't speed. Obviously, with a pretty decent sized lead, didn't have to really push it there. So 4 tires and fuel, no adjustments. We're taking care of the race car, which is good in case we have to use this chassis for the All-Star race. Haven't won in Charlotte, both the All-Star race and the 600. We are going to have to use the same chassis and everything I used at Martinsville for Richmond in the next race, but yeah, we might have to use this again for the All-Star race and the 600. All right, there it is, clean stop, 15.7. Tell you what, I knew we were going to have speed. I didn't think we were going to have this much speed. It's really nice. We're getting faster and faster and faster in this career mode. I have 3 more racetracks I've never won at before after this one. We've got my home track at Michigan, my favorite track at Bristol, and we just haven't won at Charlotte, where the headquarters are. Never played Madden. It's kind of wild to believe considering how popular of a sports game it is. I mean, the only sports game I can think of more popular than that is FIFA, but that's just because soccer's played worldwide. I don't think I've ever played FIFA before. I definitely know I haven't owned it. Just trying to think if I ever played it at a friend's. Oh, no. Oh, we're blowing up. We are blowing up. Am I going to make it? Come on, engine. Come on. Oh, my goodness. We're blowing up with 6 to go at Fontana. Are you kidding me? No. I don't know if I'm going to be able to run this out all the way to the end or not. Come on, stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with us. We are moking. Oh my gosh, that was just out of nowhere. Engine detonation, Fontana. I'm running until she gives out. Oh no, 4 to go. I mean, they're 8/10 quicker than me that lap. Come on, baby, make it to the end. We're smoking, but can this engine hold up to the finish? Oh no. Oh no. We still got a long ways to go. Yeah, we still got 3 to go this time by. I don't know that the engine's going to make it all the way. I don't know that we're going to be leading. Come on. Come on, baby. .4. 3 to go. It's going to have to be a second quicker lap to catch me still. I'm lifting in the corner so it doesn't blow all the way up, but we're losing RPMs. Oh, no. There she goes. Caution is out. Can we race back to the line, though? This is the end of the race. Oh, he hit me. This is it. No! Wow. Seventh at the line. That's it. Oh my goodness. Our first DNF of the year. It blew up on me. I thought I was going to be able to make it to the end, and I couldn't. I rode around for like 3 laps with smoke just pouring out of that thing. I don't know how I even made it that far. We were only 2 laps from the finish. Oh, man. Well, I still haven't won at California. Dang it. Dale Jr. wins. Yeah, the race probably ended under yellow. Last. Nobody else DNF'd. Led 21 laps. Unbelievable. That was just, oh wow, that's the first we've seen that in the career mode. I was really hoping we were going to make it to the end, and then I saw the RPMs finally starting to drop below 7,000 on the back straightaway. I'm like, oh, that ain't good. Oh jeez, we had such a big lead. We had like a 6-second lead. With 6 to go, we blow motor. I made it to 2 to go before I actually. It just stalled out. Oh man. That hurts the soul. That hurts. Well, the problem is I adjust the gear ratios. I'm not going to be as fast. I just need to like back out of the gas more at the end of the straightaway. That's what I need to do. I need to do that for Michigan. I was doing that before my pit stops, and then I wasn't really doing that much post pit stops. It was just taxing on the engine. And Tony Stewart's back in the points lead again, 45 points ahead. Dang it. Oh, I needed that engine too. Set at 68 now. Yeah, oh, we got to overhaul that, I guess. Gonna need the short track. Speedway going in there. Speedway. All right, well, blew an engine while dominating in California. Another shop edition. %10 engine efficiency. That would probably help me a little bit. Let's go in order again. We'll go with the welding station. 1.5 mil. 9 race shop edition. Tony Stewart back in the points lead. Back and forth we go. right, well, on to Richmond. Ends our streak of 3 wins in a row. We've got the same chassis, engine, and body that I just won with at Martinsville that we will be using at Richmond. 79 overall car rating. It was an 80 at Martinsville. Did bang the body up a little bit in that race, but we got the win, so it was worth it. Hopefully we can get the win at Richmond. I swept Richmond last season, both races there, so hopefully we can get another sweep this time around. Well, that's our first DNF of the season. That stinks. We're only 2 laps away from the finish, and we just blew a motor. Let's get a win at Richmond, get the momentum building going back into the All-Star race, and try to win the All-Star race for the first time in our career. All right, well, pole on lap 1, not going to waste any time. We're going to go right into the race. Yeah, what a heartbreaker at Auto Club. Oh, man. That might be the only track we still have to win at in our career going into next season if we win at either one of the 2 Michigan races, either one of the 2 Charlotte races, or the fall or the fall Bristol race. Johnny Benson's still a rival. First DNF of the season actually is a mechanical failure. Yeah, definitely. That's our first mechanical failure ever. Drops us 45 points below Stewart in the standings. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to watch my RPMs in Michigan. Good thing I wasn't even in the draft at all. Otherwise, we might not have even gone that far into the race. But I was backing it up quite a bit though earlier in the race. I think with it being a 500-mile race, it was just enough on the engine because I made it to lap 20. That would have been far enough to make it at Michigan for a 400-mile race. Just gonna have to back off a bit more. I got to get out to a steady lead like I did, and then just back off. But pit right at the halfway mark. Run hard for a couple laps again, just to get that time back and go from there. We will be racing at Michigan tomorrow. Pocono might be interesting too. Have one there at least. I think I won the fall race there, but I haven't won the spring race at Pocono. All right, well, let's get our 3rd career win at Richmond, all in a row. A little loose. Most of the way through that corner. We're pushing 2nd. He had a pretty good car at Martinsville. I have a feeling I'm going to be untouchable here. 3-second lead over Kurt Busch already. Just 7 laps. Big slide getting into 1. I definitely kind of cut those 2 races at Richmond pretty close last year. By just off of where I pitted, or when I pitted, so I need to make sure I pit right at lap 20 in this one, not lose too much time. The car's sliding around a ton right now. I haven't been this out of shape at Richmond in a couple seasons. This is like the old me at Richmond. Really hoping I don't catch lap traffic until I have to pit at least. I have a feeling I'll probably end up catching him before that. Already kind of seen the tail end of the field off of turn 2 that time. Same thing off 4. 4.4 seconds ahead still. Past that first lapper. Definitely burning the right front up off the car. An absolutely massive lead though, so things obviously going well. 6 seconds ahead of Kurt Busch. Probably going to have some cars pitting pretty soon. Oh boy. Overcorrected that slide. Oh, somebody blowing up? Oh, don't cause a caution. All right, looks like I'm pitting. I didn't want to. I definitely didn't want to pit there, but that contact I kind of had to. Robbie Gordon was blowing an engine, so Jack Sprague just checked up. I don't know if he was going to pit or not, but definitely didn't. Hopefully we stay green. I kind of wanted to go another lap or 2 before I pitted, but Definitely need this to stay green. $17.1. It was a clean stop. I definitely had to repair some damage there. Careful. Careful. Barely kept it off Elliott Sadler. It was pretty close. Up to 13th. Come on, stay green. Stay green. Get some more spots on the front stretch here. And just one, two. That was one of the first cars into the pit, so. Back on the lead lap. Right into the 30. Steep part. I remember Kenny Wall staying out quite a long ways in this race last season. This year, it looks like it's going to be Jack Sprague. Staying out as long as he can. Leading some laps. Thought Tony Stewart might have led. Unless he didn't because Sprague was leading, but I would imagine Tony Stewart was ahead of Sprague leading up to his pit stop. Sprague definitely running it long. We'll catch him before the end of the race, no problem. But even if he somehow went the distance, I don't see that happening though. 9.4 behind him. And it sounds like he'll be pitting this time. So Sprague finally in to surrender the lead. Ten to go this time by. On 8-second lead. $51.10 at halftime. Jeez. What difficulty are you playing on? Cost me back over. Once he got back underneath of me, I kind of let him go. The car's a little on the loose side. I didn't want to risk hooking him by accident. Junior 7.7 off the lead. Dale Jr. is definitely a little bit quicker than me. He was one of the first cars on the pit road. Really just who gets through the lap traffic better. I mean, we've got such a big lead. Should be all right. I don't see him closing up this much to the finish. Not a chance. Oh boy. Hung up on Ricky Craven there. Couldn't turn it off of him. Oh! I was right there, Ricky. Thank you. White flag, one to go. We're okay. A little ugly that last lap, but ugly but effective. Lost about a second and a half of our lead, but bigger lead where that came from. Sliding around like crazy. We were going to slide to the finish. P1, back on top, another win. Woo! Crew Chief pulling out his inner Ric Flair. Back-to-back short track wins. Let's go. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. This is a smoke show I wanted up against the wall. That's what I was hoping for in Martinsville. Yeah! All right, back on top following the engine failure at Auto Club. Nice little win. Been playing a lot of Formula One. Yeah, I've never played an F1 game. Just not a big F1 fan. Wasn't there supposed to be an IndyCar game that came out last year? Did that slip by me for some reason? I know Motorsport Games was supposed to. I think they were supposed to be involved with it, or is that next year? I don't even know. I don't know what the if they're still supposed to go through with that or not. Maybe it did come out. And I just have no clue it did. All right, I'll take a win at Richmond. On to the All-Star race. This is going to be interesting. The All-Star racing at Charlotte. It is coming out. So it has not come out yet. Is it supposed to be this year or is it next year? One more race on the overhaul for all that stuff. So we can't do anything until after the 600. More races on that shop edition. All right, well, let's try to win the All-Star race for the first time. We have an 80 on the engine power. Not quite the 82 or 83. Unfortunately, it blew that motor up at Auto Club. An 82 overall race car. An 83 at California. All right. Well, unfortunately, we can't qualify, so that's gonna hurt us in this All-Star race. The only thing we can do is just try to get up front by the end of segment 2. Obviously, don't get eliminated. There's a random inversion at the end of segment 2, which kind of stinks because segment 3 is only 5 laps, so they could put us anywhere 1 through 14. We were fifth last year, and we had a car capable of winning, but just couldn't keep it clean throughout the race. Johnny Benson's going to be a rival. Or sorry, no, not Johnny Benson. Ricky Craven's going to be a rival. And he is in this race, apparently. I don't remember him winning a race, so he must have raced his way in through the open. Looks like we are starting 7th. That's not bad. I think I should go out and win this first segment, honestly. Yeah, it was supposed to be Motorsport Game, I believe, which it makes sense when you're talking about the developers surviving. Delayed to 2024. Yeah, we'll see if it actually comes to fruition. All right. I love that we are starting in 7th. Top 20 advanced through the first segment, top 14. I saw Ricky Craven start last, so he definitely raced his way in through the open. It doesn't even look like that big of a field. Do we even have 21 cars? Starting 9th, sorry, not 7th. Starting 9th. I'll take that, though. We're going to need a better starting spot for that final segment, which, I mean, I'll try to finish as good as I can, but it's not really going to matter much. I think I was 6th at the end of segment 2 in last season's All-Star race and started 5th, so I don't know if that helps with how good I finish. Probably doesn't, but I'd like to think it does. All right, well, green, green, green. Double file starts and restarts, too. Shouldn't have to deal with Ricky Craven at all, at least in this first segment. Gonna make a 4-tire green flag pit stop. Drove the entry to turn 1. Come on, baby. Great draft on the backstairs. 208 miles an hour into turn 3. No wonder I was sliding the tires a little bit. She's trying to get the car to slow down. Up into the top 5. I mean, yeah, $1 million would be nice. I just want to win the All-Star race. Like, the finances are fine in the career mode now. I just haven't won the All-Star race before. Haven't even won at Charlotte in general. I was 2nd in the 600 and the fall race last season. Oh boy, Bobby Labonte about wrecked right in front of us. I don't know what happened there. He got loose, hit the wall. He stacked up the entire pack behind us. Got a run on Jeff Gordon. Holy! Loose as a goose there. To the lead in the All-Star race. Atta baby. I think we've got the fastest car here. Oh, in 5 laps, I went from ninth to first. So in that final segment, I think I have to start ninth or better. Honestly, if I was in the outside lane, I don't know that I would have gotten up that quickly through the field. Bobby Labonte getting into the wall into turn one helped me pass him pretty cleanly. Front wearing out already. I don't know if Gordon pit that time or not. I think he did. So he's going to try to cycle back out in front of me with short pitting. We'll stay out one more lap. I just want fresher tires than these guys for later in the run rather than older tires. Even if I don't get the segment one win and Gordon gets it because of pitting 2 laps before me. Carson Thomas Productions, thanks for tuning in. All right, we're going to pit this time. Comes our 4-tire stop. Don't speed. Don't speed. We are in. Watch any racing movies? I mean, I have before. Cars was always a big one for me. I remember seeing that in theaters when I was a kid. There's a lot of classic racing movies. I haven't watched any newer ones that have come out within the last couple of years. I know there's been a couple of sports car racing games. Oh shoot, there goes Jeff Gordon. Yeah, he's gonna win the segment. He pitted 2 laps before me. He's gonna be too far ahead, not gonna catch him. I didn't want to get my rear end just slammed by him there coming out of the pits. So I've got 2-lap fresher tires, but looks like Jeff Gordon's gonna win segment 1. 1.4 seconds ahead. I don't know how much he was coasting there, but I closed quite a bit of that gap down in just 1 lap. All right. I'll take it. Second in segment 1. Half a second off of Gordon. Got a couple lap fresher tires on him. Should have one of the freshest tires in the field. Kevin Harvick gets eliminated. And on to segment 2 we go. Starting on the outside of the front row. Second place, got 7 laps in segment 2. All we got to do is finish top 14. Squeeze Jeff Gordon off there, getting into turn 1. Got that launch, just looking to run away right now. Well, hopefully we get a good invert. It's all we can hope for. I mean, I've done my part to this point. It's loose, but loose is fast if he can hang on to it. We're obviously going to have to go a lot longer run in the Coke 600. We'll be all right. Well, second in segment 1. First in segment 2. It's only going to be 14 cars left for the final segment. We just got to hope that we're going to have a good starting spot. Obviously, the best starting spot we can get is first, but it's going to be randomly inverted, so we really have no clue where we're going to be. And we're only going to have 5 laps to get to wherever we need to go. 2.6 seconds ahead of Jeff Gordon. Probably tighten it up in the 600 a little more than what I have it right now. It's kind of my practice for that race, if you will. All right, well, we win that segment. 2.9 seconds ahead of Jeff Gordon. Gordon is starting first. It looks like we're starting second, so it only inverted us 1 position. So I do like our chances here. We got 5 laps to try to get to the bottom, get to the lead. Let's go. Oh, no. I couldn't get down in front of him that time. Like to get back down to the bottom. Dang it, Tony. Stuck on the outside. Fudge. I'm just stuck on the outside. I can't get down to the bottom. Great run off turn 2. We're going to have to go 3. I can. I got into the back of Jimmy. Well, I had a good starting spot. I just couldn't get down to the bottom. Jeff Gordon took off well in the whole inside line. Just kind of keeping me on the top. Man, I'm overdriving the heck out of it. Come on. I really felt good about this, and we're starting to run out of time now. Jimmy, stop holding me up for your teammate. Jeff Burton's closing in on Jeff Gordon up there. 2 to go. A lot smoother getting into turn 1 that time. Gotta get by Jeff Burton quickly and cleanly. Big run on the backstretch. Gotta get by him. And we've got 1 more lap to get by Jeff Gordon. Here we go. 1 to go. Jeff led that lap at the line. got to the lead. It's going to be a last lap pass to win the All-Star race. Let's go. Sent it in there. Got it to stick. And kind of struggled on that restart a little bit, but there's just enough time to get there. 5 laps was just enough. Me and Gordon finishing 1-2 in every segment. Well, we're going to get the win. We're going to win 2 out of the 3 segments. And the most important one, let's go. Let's go. $1 million. Finally won the All-Star race. Finally won the All-Star race. Now I got to win the Coke 600 for my first time. I haven't won a points race at Charlotte yet either. Let's go. Doesn't count in the career win total, but still feels nice. Get $1 million richer. Took to the last lap to get by Gordon, but we did it. I passed him cleanly too, so that was also big. I definitely need to tighten it up a little more for the 600. It was a little too loose. It's going to take a bit of speed out of it, but 40 laps is going to be a lot longer to go than, what was that, 22? Well, we have to go 22 laps probably on one set of tires nearly, so definitely going to want to make an adjustment going into that one. Awesome. Awesome stuff. 18.4 million. All right, let's win this Coca-Cola 600 for the first time. This iconic trophy in the trophy case if we can get it done. So last crown jewel, well, that and technically Bristol Night Race if you want to call that a crown jewel. Still got to win those 2 yet. Tony Stewart's got the points lead by 11 points over us. And if we look at the season statistics, I've got 7 poles, 8 wins already, 9 top 5s, 9 top 10s. Tony Stewart's got 10 top 10s in the first 11 races, so yeah, 7 top 5s. Enough for him to be leading the championship hunt, having that one more top 10 than us. It was an exhibition race, so can't do anything in the garage right now because we kind of got that set ready to go before that. Same equipment. Didn't burn it down any. We've got the same 82 overall car rating. Got to make sure I make that wedge adjustment before we get into the race. Games I haven't played, like to start off for the lowest level workout. You're just talking like Madden 23 in general and then work your way up? I'm sure you played Madden before, like other ones. I mean, there's not a huge difference from like year to year. I mean, I haven't played Madden since like Madden 19, I think was the most recent new one I had, but still, it's not much of a year-to-year change. But if you go like, I played 06, and then I go from like 06, I played like 2010 or 2011 will probably be different, and then like basically from console to console will probably feel quite a bit different. All right, so I'm gonna just put a half around a wedge into it. Nothing too much there, and hopefully we qualify on the pole still. Probably could have gotten away with running that that original setup for 1 lap for qualifying. Hopefully this doesn't hurt the qualifying lap too much. Still a little loose into 3. I'm just carrying so much speed getting into the corner, having to crank on the wheel to try to get it to turn. As a result, it gets a little loose. A little better on the get up to speed lap through 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm going to have to deal with loose in through 3. It's not loose off of 4 anymore, so that's good. 28.615 third, just a little bit off the pole. I think I would have had the pole if I didn't make the setup change when I did, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to forget to do it. Was a big thing. All right, one more race on the stream. We've got this Coca-Cola 600. We'll wrap it up for the night. We'll come back again tomorrow and try to go for more wins. And if we don't take the points lead in this race, hopefully we can get it first thing at Pocono tomorrow, or Dover, actually. Got robbed of the spring Dover win last season. I won the fall race there, so we'll have another trophy to try to run down. Those first 3 races of tomorrow's stream, I will not have won. Spring Dover, spring Pocono, and then any race at Michigan. So still trophy hunting, including this race right here. 40 laps. Stanton Barrett starting 42nd with Hendrick Motorsports. Oh boy. All right, well, we finally won the All-Star race. There's no win version here, so starting 3rd, and hopefully we stay up there. Just can't speed on pit road. Hopefully get to the lead as soon as I can. It's going to be a little bit tighter. Hopefully it's not going to hurt me in the long run much, but it definitely, I mean, it was fast in the last race, but I'm going to have to deal with some lap traffic in this one with it being a longer race, assuming we stay green to the end. So, and even if we don't stay green to the end, dealing with traffic off the start, obviously, here. I'm not upset with the setup change. I probably should have waited to do that until the race, but at least I got a feel for it before I just threw myself into the race, though, too. Kind of a win-lose scenario, really. But cost myself the sponsorship bonus and another pole award. Potentially. I mean, we don't know that I would have had it, but I would imagine it would have been a little bit quicker. Great. All right, let's see. 40 laps, Coke 600. Let's get it done. Good launch off the start. We're already going to take Tony and Mark 3. Tony did not take off well at all. Oh boy, that was not a good start at all. Wow. Well, that's the risk I tried to pull, trying to go 3 wide on the bottom into 1. Dang it. Definitely can't go 2 tires in this race. You have to try to drive through these guys and get that spot back. Everybody's staying boxed in right now. Sent it into the corner. I want to make sure I had those guys cleared. I don't want to be 3 wide into 1 again like it was earlier. That's where we made that contact with Stewart. Going to have to be 3 wide into 3. I don't want to sit and wait. Oh, boy, that was... Nope, you can't run 3 wide into the corner. I mean, you have to hope you're clear, otherwise all that's going to happen. This is not a good start if I'm going to want to win the 600. Making rivals along the way, too, which isn't good. Just like Bristol, I'm tired of this race eluding me. And McMurray will hit me. Unless I get it to a minus 58 real quick before I try to pull out a line of passing. He was crowding me a lot. Oh, boy. And a big wiggle there. I thought he was going to turn me. He was crowding me, and I was committed to going for that spot. Benson trying to cross me over. Ricky Craven's mad enough to make contact with me if he gets a chance. I do believe. Unless the rival meter went down and up during the All-Star race. I don't know if it did or not, with it being an exhibition. That was a big slide getting in. Yeah, he is down to a minus 50. Probably going to pull Ricky Craven and try to crowd me quite a bit, though. I got by him. Bobby Labonte holding me up. Definitely get off turn 2 a little better than I get off turn 4. Back up to 10th. Not that far behind the leaders. With the 3 cars up there still all nose to tail. Oh boy. We're all right. Martin out in front. Set up. All clear. Little block of Martin. All right. Well, we're back into the lead. Well, actually, in the lead for the first time. Took almost that entire run to get there, but we got there. All right. We just got to not make a mistake on pit road, and I think we'll be okay still. Somebody blowing up on the inside of the track in 3 and 4. Ryan Newman. And he does get to pit road unscathed. Tough break for Newman. Top 5 in points, blowing an engine. Win this race, we're going to win 5 out of the 6 races on the stream tonight, which is going to already put us up to 9 wins in the first 12 races of the season. If we could seal the deal here. This is not locked in. I don't have a big lead with that slow start I had. So the picture is definitely going to have to not make a mistake. Clean air car's handling really well. Pit this time. Split this race in half. Alright. Not going to repair any damage just because it's going to be a lengthy stop if I do it. I think if I just get back out in the lead and have clean air, it should be alright. Okay. Clean on the rights. Let's go clean on the lefts. 15 seconds. Hopefully a clean stop. There goes Tony Stewart. I don't know how many of these cars that just cycle out in front of me have already pitted. Like Kurt Busch is going to be pitting this time. I do think Tony Stewart pitted already, so Tony Stewart cycled out in front of me. I did beat Mark Martin out of the pits barely. So now we just got to run Stewart down. It's going to be unfortunate that when we cycle all the way through, he's going to end up leading if he hasn't led yet. So I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to lead the most laps in this race. It's going to take me a minute to get up to Stewart. I'm not sure exactly how many laps either Stewart and or Martin led before I got to the lead at lap 16, because I only led for about 3 or 4 laps before I pitted. Yeah, Stewart pitting just a lap or 2 before me allowed him to cycle back to the lead again. Should be able to run him back down eventually. We're pulling away from the 6. 3/10 quicker than Stewart that last lap. Definitely not finishing second in the Coke 600 this season. Oh, 95/10. Yeah, I definitely think you got to up that difficulty. that's that's something. Ooh, mistake off turn 4 there. I am quite surprised by Stewart's pace, honestly. Thought I would have caught him a few laps ago by now. Carried a little too much speed getting into one. Kind of clipped the grass a little bit into that second kink. Cost me to overrun the corner a bit. Slide another lap at the line. There we go. I didn't clip the grass that time, so I should have a little easier entry into turn 1. There we go. All right, back out in front. 11 to go. Should be able to run away from him. Ten to go. I don't think I'm going to lead the most laps, qualifying third, but I just want to win this race. Kind of stinks if Stewart leads the most because then I'm not going to take the points lead still. There's 11 behind him coming in. Actually, I'm not going to take the points lead regardless, even if I did lead the most, because if he finishes second, he's still going to be up by 1 point. He's going to be up by 6 points if he ended up leading the most laps. Still going to have to get by lap traffic pretty well. And it's not a massive lead by any means. Still glad I pitted when I did. Couple lap pressure tires on him. There we go, a couple clean passes. .4 second lead. Mark Martin still 4 seconds back in third. 5 to go. Backing off of this. 4 to go. 3.4 second lead at the line. Side by side right in front of me. I didn't want to risk anything there. Could buy them individually. That was a veteran move right there. That's a former champion move right there. Textbook. I was still 2/10 quicker than Stewart that last lap, even not pushing extremely hard through 1 and 2. Not until the exit of the corner, at least. A lot of lap traffic. Honestly, I'm not going to pass a single one of them. This guy behind me ends up catching back up to me before then. So be it. White flag, 1 to go. On the brakes in the middle of the front stretch. Want no part of these guys. All right, that's a dub. Coke 600 winner. There we go. It wasn't a clean start, but it was a clean finish. That's all that mattered. All that mattered. Come on, turn. Struggling with this burnout right now. There we go. I'm just going to burn until she blows. Took 5 seasons, finally won the 600. And the All-Star race. Big races I have to conquer yet is a win at my home track. There goes the engine. Win at my home track and win at Bristol. Still got to win the Fall Charlotte race for that trophy, and there's still some other racetracks that I have to win, both dates to get, the other trophy in, but good win. 9th win of the season, which will put us now up to 35 career wins. I get 5 in tomorrow night's stream. That'll put us at 40 career wins. I mean, we can get 15 more for the season's up, trying to get to 50. I would have needed 24 wins coming into the season to do that. I'd still love to chase Richard Petty's record. I mean, we're on pace to doing so. We have to win. We could still get away with not winning 5 more races this year and still get that record. So we'll see. It's still going to be difficult, but it's obtainable for sure. Still going to have to capitalize. I did lead the most laps by just 1 lap. I get a max points stay. But with Tony Stewart finishing second, he's still going to have a 1-point lead because he did lead 6 laps. So I did cut that lead down to 1 point. Stewart will be the points leader going into the 13th race of the season. So even though I've won 9 races of the first 12, Tony Stewart still has a 1-point lead. Just 2 really bad finishes, and that's it. I mean, the only other races I didn't win, I finished second at Bristol to Stewart, and then that was Stewart's only win. 40th at Rockingham and last with a DNF tonight at California. While I was leading that race, nonetheless, could have about a one race lead in the point standings, really, if I didn't DNF in that one, considering I was a couple laps away from victory before the engine gave out. Already had the most laps led at that point. First race will be at Dover tomorrow. Dover, Pocono, Michigan, Sonoma, Daytona, Chicagoland. And yeah, that is going to be it for tonight's stream. Be sure to like and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Appreciate you guys tuning in on a Tuesday night. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a little Wednesday night action on NASCAR Thunder 2004 Career Mode. Have a good rest of your Tuesday, everybody.